I'm Laura Cornelius, and these are your highlights for Week 6's Six Max Americas Conference action. Tony Gregg was back for San Francisco Rush, Mercier for New York, Fedor Holz for LA Sunset after a disappointing start to the season, world champion Martin Jakobsen for Montreal Nationals, Joao Bauer for the Sao Paulo Mets, and Jonathan Duhamel for Las Vegas. Top of the conference, New York Rounders Jason Mercier was able to scoop the first big pot of the night with the nuts against Fedor's ace-10 and Joao's 8s. Bauer was able to fold trips after a long tank. Mercier pushed all in and both Duhamel and Holz folded. Duhamel was first to go for the moneymakers, taking 0 points for the team bottom of the standings. Tony Gregg was next to bust for 1 point for the San Francisco Rush in a shock hand which saw him all in against Mercier with a flush draw. The New York Rounder able to take his lead further in front. Sao Paulo Met Joao Bauer was able to ladder up some points still as the short stack. It was nut flush against second nut flush between Jakobsen and Mercier as the Montreal National was then able to take the chip lead from the New York Rounder. Not long after, favourite to win Mercier had gone from the biggest stack to the shortest stack at the table, and before long he was gone in fourth. Holz departed soon after, who had been final tabling a scoop event at the same time, taking 3 points for LA Sunset, leaving Montreal and Sao Paulo heads up. It was Joao Bauer who was able to take the glory this time though, securing 7 points for Akari's side, taking them to the #1 spot in the conference. In the second game, Scott Ball came on for a substitute for Duhamel for the Las Vegas moneymakers, hoping to fare better than his teammate, who finished in 6th. Mercier once again taking a chip lead in the first half of the game, Ball taking a big gamble on a flush draw, which made last game's winner bow the extreme short stack with not much help, meaning he bust not much later for 0 points. Tony Gregg followed soon after, once again for only 1 point. Scott Ball had a promising start to the second game, but it was not meant to be as his 8s could not beat Jakobsen's queens, taking 2 points for the moneymakers. Hand 44 saw kings against kings for Jakobsen and Holz, and then a split pot. Mercier was out next. His aces cracked for 3 points. It was LA versus Montreal heads up. Fedor gaining the dominating stack in the first hand. It turned back to the world champion though, and he was eventually able to take it down, gaining 7 points for Marc-André's Montreal side. Montreal on 63 points, just 1 point behind the New York Rounders, who lead on 64.